This is Mike at DOT Compliance Help with just a real brief description of a serious multiple fatality that happened just a couple of weeks ago. Near Quantico, Virginia, there's 5 people dead, and there's a reason I want to talk about this. We don't know hardly anything about it, but what I want to do is I want to spend a little bit more time talking about a different accident that happened a couple of years ago that we know a little bit more about. So just very briefly, there was some kind of a traffic backup, and there's this one guy driving this motor coach that has no idea what's going on apparently, and he smashed into a bunch of parked cars. Here's just a little bit more from the initial comments from the NTSB, and I'll talk more about the NTSB when we get to that other wreck, but it's going to be posted as a separate video. The reason we know the NTSB is going to get really serious is because, there's 5 fatalities here. And what we should always be looking for, it would be a waste of time if we weren't. As a motor carrier, anytime we're looking at a wreck, we need to be asking ourselves this question. Could something like this happen with one of our guys? And if so, what can we do to prevent it? Now, here's a kind of a prediction I'm going to make based on something that we already know about this incident, which only happened a couple weeks ago. But I'm always thinking about waiting for the NTSB report to come out. Now, several years ago, they used to always declare the root cause. And they don't exactly do that anymore, but they still provide us a lot of input that we can use to find these answers here. Here's another comment about it. With regard to this wreck that happened in Virginia, there's been a lot of talk about it. The Virginia State Police, the district attorney, even the DOT. This guy was driving like a clown, criminally negligent, etc. And the fact is, the police officer at the scene said he doesn't speak a word of English, so that already leads us into this discussion about this English-speaking thing. And the other accident we're going to talk about doesn't really get into the English-speaking thing, but there's a lot of other stuff that one has in common. And the biggest difference is it was 2 or 3 years ago, and we've got the NTSB report on the other one. And of course, this is just a comment about the fact that the DOT was already upset with New York about this non-English speaking thing. So this is really going to be a big deal. I'm confident we'll hear a lot more about it on the news. And I don't know if that makes the NTSB come up with their report sooner or if that makes it take longer. But let me suggest, I'm posting this video, and this is one of my very first videos. We just haven't used YouTube for anything for quite a while. But as soon as you watch this one, I want to encourage you to watch the other one that we're going to post pretty much at the same time, which is going to be a little bit more in depth because it's 2 or 3 years ago and we've got the NTSB report.